Hey Pixies! Today we're doing a review and first impressions of Dips by Chels. Now, this is not a new business, but it's a new to me business. So I have followed them for a while, but I hadn't purchased anything before. So I am going to show you the dips that I received. This is Glitzy, which is a hot pink chunky glitter. CoverGirl is a purple. Work It is white and rose gold chunky glitter. And I thought that Work It would look really nice with CoverGirl, so I might use that in a different manicure. Go Best Friend is a hot pink glow dip. And Lights Out is a white chunky glow dip. Andrea is a foil. Now, what I did was there is a subscription bag for Dips by Chels. It's called the Medley bag. And you get 5 quarter-ounce dips for $12. So the 5 big quarter-ounce dips that I have there were $12. Andrea, I purchased separately. It is a sample size, and it was $2.50. So really, really great prices. And I paid a total with shipping of $17 and change. Shipping was $3 something, so very reasonable. And it shipped very quickly. I received it. Everything was packaged beautifully. And I was really excited to try these dips out. Now, I just applied jelly tips, and you can see there's some white on them. I always forget that you can't put like an alcohol prep pad or anything on your jelly tips because it turns them white. Now, after washing my hands and stuff, I had this manicure on for a week. When I popped it off, they weren't white anymore. There's a little bit of the staining there, but that's why they look rough. I totally forget not to put alcohol in them, but I always do, so it is what it is. But these are the double dip medium coffin jelly tips straight out of the package. I didn't reshape. I didn't shorten them at all. This is the medium length. The only thing I did was file the tip just slightly because there was a little, like where they, I guess, maybe separated tips or something. There was a little bump at the end where the number is. So I just filed that off until it was flush. So that's what the medium looks like straight out of the package. Now I am doing the gel method. So I'm using my double dip gel base and gel top coat for this. I'm applying the gel base and dipping or pouring the powder over, and then I'm curing it for 30 seconds in between. Now I do end up doing 3 dips, which if you've watched my channel for a while, you know I usually only like to do 2 dips of dip powder, and I did 3. It was not bulky at all. It was still super, super thin. And the reason that I do that is because with the jelly tips, it made the dip powders a little bit more transparent. My recommendation would be, if you're using powders like this and you have jelly tips or any kind of tips on your nails, you may want to do a dip of a solid white first. That way it gives that like saturation below the dip powder to really let the dip powder color come through. I didn't mind it. It actually looked like a jelly dip. If you saw, I think it was last summer that the jelly dips were really flying around on Instagram. So it reminded me of like a jelly dip. Now, the middle finger with Lights Out, I do end up popping that off here. You'll see I do remove that one and I replace it with Go Best Friend, the hot pink. That is only because I didn't like the way the Lights Out looked with the foil dip. I thought it was a little busy, didn't really match very well. So I go ahead and I just replace that one real quick. I just pop it off my peel base, reapply my peel base, and then go in with the hot pink color. So that's the only reason, but the Lights Out color would be beautiful for like spring and Easter because the white glitter pieces have this like iridescence that is a pastel. So I think I'll definitely be using this for an Easter manicure at some point, but you'll see what I mean. It just doesn't, to me, look quite right with the foil. So with the dip powders, they're really thin. They go on really thin and smooth. I didn't have much buffing and filing to do at all, especially because I just put on fresh jelly tips. Jelly tips or tips in general just make your nails, it gives your dip powder that perfect finish, so that whenever you do anything on top of it, you don't have much work to do after that because it's just that perfect smooth base. So that's why I love the jelly tips. Now, I went back to the jelly tips because I had an incident with builder gel. I loved having builder gel on my natural nails, but I received a new builder gel and I wanted to use that for a video for you guys and show you how I did my builder gel and do like a review of that builder gel. I tried to soak off my builder gel, which says it's soak off, and I could not get it off my nails. So once I finally got it off my nails, I was like, I am just applying my jelly tips. So that's why we're back to the jelly tips. So the jelly tips for me are just so much easier and I can soak them off in less than 10 minutes. So for me, it's just easier. But look at these dips. They're so beautiful. And if you can see what I'm talking about with the like little bit of transparency with it because of my jelly tips. So I do go ahead and do a third dip. Like I said, I'm curing this gel base in between for 30 seconds. Once I do this third dip and cure, that's whenever I remove that white tip powder. Now I am going to encapsulate. So I'm using my Model 1s To encapsulate my dip powder, I'm applying the gel base and curing that for 30 seconds. And then I go in with the gel top coat and cure it for 60 seconds. The reason that we encapsulate is because it will protect your color and glitter from buffing and filing. That way you're not buffing and filing off any of the color. If you have a solid, it can get little white spots on it. And if you have a glitter, you can buff and file the glitter right off your nails. So whenever I'm using gel, I just encapsulate with my gel products instead of a clear dip powder like you would with your dip liquids. Now I'm going to apply the Modelones Gel top coat. And what I've been doing recently is I apply it to my thumb and then do a flash cure of 10 to 15 seconds. And that is because whenever you put your hand in the lamp, your thumb is on the side and that gel top coat can slide right to the side. So I did a flash cure of 10 to 15 seconds, and then now I'm applying that gel top coat to the rest of my nails. And I will do my buffing, filing, and reshaping after I cure it for 60 seconds. Here we are done buffing, filing, and reshaping. Really, it took me like 5 or 6 minutes. I just basically took my emery board along the tip and sides to even them out a little bit and then lightly buff the surface. Not much work to do at all. These powders are amazing. So right now I'm applying my double dip gel base and I will cure that for 30 seconds. And then to finish it, I will apply my gel top coat and cure that for 60 seconds. The reason that you apply your gel base first is because that dip powder is super smooth after buffing and filing, and gel top coat likes a tacky surface to stick onto. So if you apply your gel base and cure that, it's still tacky and gives that top coat something to adhere to better. Whenever I was just going in with my gel top coat, it was peeling at the ends. So I started applying the gel base and that has cured that problem. I wore this manicure for a full week, you guys. I mean, that's crazy to me because I used to change my nails every day. I'm not changing them quite as much now, but the fact that I wore them for a full week is crazy. I loved this manicure. The foil dip was beautiful. The solids were beautiful. And I forgot to get a glow picture of the hot pink. I'm sorry about that. I'm disappointed too, but I totally forgot. So my bad. But now I'm applying my gel top coat. I would suggest that if you are going to maybe purchase something from Dips by Chels, check out her Instagram the last week of the month to look for the subscription bag for the following month. You may have just heard my dog groan. He is being dramatic. So I would recommend looking for the subscription bag because 5 1/4-ounce dip powders for $12 is amazing. So definitely check that out and then add on any sample sizes for the 2 to 2. I think I paid $2.50 for the Andrea one. So definitely check them out if you're interested. Once I get my gel top coat put on, I am going to cure for 60 seconds. Here is our finished result. I'm in love. Have you guys heard of Dips by Chels before? Have you tried them? Let me know down below. And also let me know down below if you have any questions or any other products that you want me to try. But if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up because then YouTube will recommend it to others. Make sure you're subscribed with your notifications on. I have new videos every Monday and Thursday. Check me out on Instagram at Dipping Pixie and TikTok, which is Dipping Pixie. That's it for this one, guys, and I will see you in the next one.